Welcome to Exam Sale. In this brief guide I will walk you through the syllabus for the VMware Cloud on AWS Master Services Competency Specialist Exam 2019 so you know what to study and how much weight each section carries. Overview of the exam structure and domain weights. Section 7 Administrative and Operational Tasks is 30%. Section 4 Installing, Configuring, and Setup is 25%. Section 1 Architecture and Technologies is 20%. Section 6 Troubleshooting and Repairing is 15%, and Section 5 Performance Tuning, Optimization, and Upgrades is 10%. Expect a mix of conceptual, scenario-based and hands-on assessment styles with varying difficulty levels and estimated study hours noted for each domain. Section 7 Administrative and Operational Tasks is 30% of the exam, focused on Day 2 operations and rated medium with an estimated 14 hours of study and conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. You will learn workload and resource management tasks such as managing virtual machine inventory in hybrid environments, using content libraries for template deployment, implementing vSphere storage policies for VMC on AWS, and configuring VM resource shares and reservations. The domain also covers workload migration using HCX and vMotion, executing host-level tasks with restricted permissions, and administering vCenter server identity and permissions. In disaster recovery and data protection you will learn to deploy and configure VMware Site Recovery, establish replication pairings between on-premises and VMC, create and manage recovery plans and protection groups, run planned failovers and test recoveries, configure backup solutions and snapshot operations, and understand how storage policies affect data protection. Section 4 Installing, Configuring, and Setup is 25%, classified as hard and assessed through hands-on and conceptual exercises, focusing on initial SDDC deployment, network establishment, and hybrid connectivity. You will practice SDDC provisioning in the VMC console, configure Elastic Network Interface connectivity to AWS accounts, set up management gateway and compute gateway firewall rules, and establish ISEC VPN and AWS Direct Connect for hybrid access while ensuring DNS resolution for management components. The networking and security portion teaches NSXT logical segments, distributed firewall policy creation for micro-segmentation, NAT rules and public IP assignment, hybrid linked mode for unified management, vCenter gateway configuration, and Layer 2 VPN extensions for workload mobility. Section 1 Architecture and Technologies is 20%, labeled easy with about 8 hours of study and conceptual plus scenario-based assessment, covering core VMC on AWS components and integration with AWS. You will describe the VMC software stack including vSphere, vSAN, and NSXT, explain the shared responsibility model among VMware, AWS and the customer, and understand the role of the VMware Cloud Console as well as vCenter server and XC functions within the SDDC. The storage and networking architecture topics teach vSAN architecture in the VMC context, the roles of management and compute gateways, differences between route-based and policy-based VPN, ENI connectivity mechanics, traffic flows between SDDC and AWS native services, and the architecture of HCX for migration, including host type characteristics like I3 and I3N and single host versus multi-host SDDC designs. Section 6 Troubleshooting and Repairing is 15%, rated hard with an estimated 12 hours and scenario-based assessment, emphasizing resolution of connectivity, performance and permission issues in hybrid clouds. You will gain practical troubleshooting skills for VPN connectivity and tunnel establishment, diagnose and correct firewall rule misconfigurations in MGW and CGW, resolve vMotion and HCX migration failures, and troubleshoot hybrid linked mode connectivity. The domain also covers diagnosing storage capacity alerts and vSAN health, identifying ENI and AWS VPC peering issues, and analyzing logs and events using tools like VMware vRealize Log inside Cloud to drive remediation. Section 5 Performance Tuning, Optimization, and Upgrades is 10%, medium difficulty with about 6 hours of study and a mix of conceptual and scenario-based assessment, focused on optimizing cluster resources and managing SDDC lifecycle updates. You will learn to configure and tune Elastic DRS policies, understand triggers for automated host scaling, Monitor cluster performance using vCenter metrics, and manage SDDC maintenance windows and upgrade notifications. The domain also explains balancing workloads between on-premises and cloud clusters and optimizing storage utilization to avoid unnecessary EDR scale-out events. That concludes the syllabus overview for the VMware Cloud on AWS Master Services Competency Specialist Exam 2019. Use the domain weights, difficulty levels, and topic focus to plan hands-on practice and conceptual study, and good luck preparing for the exam.